Yes, I've come back again, trying to take your second class based on the chapter 3 of Geography class 12, Marine Processes and Associated Landforms. Now last day I had completed the features produced by erosion of the sea waves. Today I am going to discuss about the features formed due to the constructive action of the sea waves, that is the depositional features or coastal features of marine deposition. The most important feature which is formed by deposition are the beaches. We have all visited coastal beaches and we know about it, but let's see how they are formed. They are formed by sands and gravels deposited by the action of sea waves. They lie between the high and low water level. They are the most prominent features of the constructive action of the sea waves, where we find that the swash is more dominant than the backwash. Now, the continued action of the sea waves, it automatically sorts out the materials, that is the coarser ones and the finer ones. It is sorted out in a graded pattern. The coarser materials, that is the pebbles, gravels, boulders and so on, they are deposited at the top of the beach, and the finer materials, they are deposited very close to the sea. On smooth lowlands, when the lowland or the coastal area is smooth, then the beaches are very wide. And when the coast is an upland region or a high region, high mountainous region, the beaches are narrow. You can compare the either side of India, that is the Western Ghat, the side of the Western Ghat, where the coast is very narrow, and the eastern coast, where you will find many beaches and deltas and all. There the coast is much wide. I can give you an example. The beach of Puri beach, it is very wide. The next important feature is spits and bars. It is also formed by the depositional action of the sea wave, and especially along the indented or the broken coasts. Eroded materials from the coast is carried away into the sea, and a narrow ridge-like feature, narrow ridge of sand and pebbles, it is formed extending from the coast to the sea. So one side of the spit is attached to the mainland and the other side is disconnected, and it goes forward into the sea. That is, it is terminating into the sea. I'll show you the diagram. This is the diagram. You can see the coast here, and this is the extension, or this is the depositional feature which is extending from the coast and just terminating into the sea. So this formation is known as the spit. Spit can be of various types. Now if it is crooked, if it is like a hook, it is known as the hooked spit. Alright. Or there may be 2, 3, 4 spits together. So this is a special formation. Next feature, we go to the offshore bar and then to tombolo. What is an offshore bar? A simple bar is a ridge of sand which is lying approximately parallel to the coast. This is a bar, or you may call it an offshore bar. When such a bar is formed at the mouth of the Gulf, it is known as the barrier bar. Now let's see the diagram here again. This one, this is the coast, and see this is the bar, which is a ridge of sand disconnected with the mainland. So it is just lying over here. So this is known as the offshore bar. I hope it's clear. The third feature is the tombolo. Now what is this tombolo? It is also a bar. but the ends of the tombolo are attached. One end is attached to the mainland and the other end is attached to the island. There may be various islands which are formed. So the tombolo is the bar which is attaching the mainland with the island. You can see the diagram here. Here there are two islands, and this bar of sand, pebbles, gravels and all, which is formed in the sea. This bar is known as the tombolo because it is connecting two islands together, or it can connect one island with the mainland. Next we come to lagoons. What are lagoons? The enclosed area of sea water between the bar and the coast is often called a lagoon. See the picture. Here you find the bar and here you find the coast. So the water which is enclosed here, this is known as the lagoon. Mud flats and salt marshes. These are lowlands lying on the coastal margin, especially near bays and estuaries. These regions are flooded with tide water and they receive deposits of fine clay, silt and sand. So it results in the building of the platform-like feature where they are very swampy in nature. So these are known as the mud flats or salt marshes because the seawater contains salt. Next we have the coastal dunes. I hope you know what dunes are, or if you have visited a desert area, you can see mounds of sands together. Here also in the coastal areas, in the beach area, you will find mounds of sand and gravel all together. There is not a single dune in a single area. There are a number of dunes together occurring in an area. These are known as the dune belts. So here I have drawn a composite feature. You can see here you have the coastal area, this land, this is the sea. You can see the spits. This is the spit. This is also a curved spit. Here you can find the tombolo connecting an island to the mainland, and here a bar is formed at the mouth of the bay. This is known as the offshore bar. So these are all the marine depositional features formed by the action of the waves. Now let me discuss some of the questions, or I just tell you what type of questions may come. As you all know that the higher secondary question pattern of geography, you will find very short questions, that is multiple choice, fill in the blanks, etc. And then short questions and descriptive ones. So I will first tell you what type of descriptive questions you may get from this chapter. Like in 1985, there was a question: explained with the help of diagrams the effects of the work of the waves. Now you have to describe the erosional processes, the features formed, the depositional features formed, everything with the help of diagrams and examples. This is very important, as I told you. Next, in 95, state the landforms developed by marine erosion with sketches. So it's compulsory. Describe in brief the depositional landforms by sea waves. So whenever you're describing landform, you will have to try to draw simple diagrams and give examples. Describe in brief the erosional landforms carved out by sea waves. 97. What are destructive and constructive waves? I told you in my former class. How do sea waves erode? That is, what are the processes of marine erosion? Or describe the landforms carved out by marine erosion. So this type of question may come in your descriptive portion. In the short question, questions like this may come: distinguish between foreshore, backshore, what is spit, what is fjord, coast, distinguish between blowhole and blowout, blowhole and stacks, spits and bars, differences between two features. Discuss two major depositional landforms produced by sea waves with suitable sketches. Discuss with examples formation of tombolo. So these are questions from 2010, 8, 7, 2000, 2001. And for the short questions, there is no option, there is no choice. You have to go through the chapter very vividly, so that you can answer all the questions, right? Thank you for today.